at the edge of a floating nest. 2 eggs are already in danger. The guarding shoebill does not flee. It puts its body between the nest and the water. With one downward strike, that huge bill becomes a shield. The young crocodile thrashes free, but the message is clear. This nest is defended. And the reeds around them, the whole swamp reacts. The attacker disappears back into cover. For now, the eggs are safe. To understand why this place matters, we have to go back. Before there were eggs, there was a pair, a territory, and a season closing in. In this wetland, stillness is a way of life. Every step is measured. The male and female begin to claim the same floating ground. The future nest begins as loose plants, pulled from water and reeds. Piece by piece, the pair builds, above a world that never stops moving. A shoebill nest is not high in a tree. It is a raft of life on restless water. After mating, the female settles low in the new cup. The nest is ready. Now the quiet work of life begins. The first egg changes everything. Beneath it, water keeps flowing. Around it, the swamp keeps hunting. The second egg completes the clutch, and the long watch begins. Each shift holds the same fragile promise. Stay close. Keep the eggs alive. Heat rises fast here. Shade can mean survival. When the sun grows hard, the shoebill uses water in a surprising way. The parents take turns, trading the same burden without rushing. The nest is alive under their feet, wet, shifting, and never completely still. The heat returns, pressing down on shell and reed. Again, the giant bill carries water back, not for hunting, but for care. Rain brings relief, but also weight and movement beneath the nest. By morning, the eggs remain intact, damp and guarded. Then, inside one shell, a hidden life begins to move. The first crack is small, but it changes the rhythm of the nest. At last, the chick breaks through, wet, weak, and unable to survive alone. For the parent, protection now becomes closer, warmer, and constant. A first meal must come quickly. Hunger is a quiet
Keep
pressure.
still, little one. The water is calm now. Peep.
The chick can barely lift its head, yet its body already knows to ask. Even heat can threaten a life this small. The adult returns to hunting, patient as the fish gather below. One successful feeding buys the chick a little more strength. Night lowers over the reeds, and rain covers the nest. High water presses against the platform, so the nest must be raised. The young crocodile appears again, this time farther out in the reeds.
Keep back. I won't let
The
you near my
parrot
chick.
turns toward the channel before the threat can come closer.
Grah.
By day 15, the chick is bigger, but still clumsy. One slip toward the rim shows how little room there is for error. The parent does not lift the chick. It changes the nest around it.
Chirp, chirp, chirp.
Cow.
Cow.
Then hunger
Bill clatter.
returns.
Chirp, chirp.
The hunter
Chirp.
comes back empty-billed.
Chirp, chirp, weep. Chirp, weep.
For a young shoebill, a missed meal can be felt quickly. The next catch matters. With food in the nest again, strength begins to return. Days pass in heat, rain, and waiting. By day 40, the chick can hold itself upright. Its first stand is brief, awkward, and important. The crocodile has moved on, but the swamp is never empty of risk. A night storm becomes another test of balance and endurance. Dawn gives the answer. The chick is still here. By day 75, the young bird begins to step beyond stillness. At day 105, the nest is no longer only a shelter. The adults give it more space, and the juvenile holds its own balance. Every careful footfall teaches it the shape of its world. Below, fish move through the same water that once brought danger. The family stands together, but the young bird is no longer helpless. The swamp has not become safe, but this young shoebill has become ready.